Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Maddie and I'm going to today be doing my get ready, my go-to makeup look. I do this look pretty much for anything. I'll do it for work, I'll do it to go out with friends, I'll do it if I'm going out to dinner with my family. Like literally this is like it. This is pretty much my range of makeup. But I'm really excited to show you guys what this process looks like. So if you're curious or you just want to see what's up, then keep on watching. So basically my skin's really dry, so I like to start with a moisturizer before I do anything, because I don't like when I put makeup on my just bare skin. It does not feel good. By the end of the day I feel so dry, and the powders from blush, bronzer, and even just face powder, like it is just too much. So I like to start with like a really moisturizer. That was stupid. But I like this one, CeraVe, maybe. It says it's for normal to dry skin, and I have dry skin, so I like to start with that. I usually do like 2 pumps, which is kind of a lot. You don't really need 2 pumps, but I like to do like my face. I like to get a little bit on my ears and like down my neck. I like to do a lot because it needs to last me throughout the entire day. So I just kind of put this everywhere. Yeah. So yeah, just making sure I get my neck. And I really just rub this everywhere. Even on my eyelids, which you're probably not supposed to do, but like even I get dry there. Like my skin is normal to dry, so I just like to get everywhere. Yeah, in between my brows, just kind of all over the place. Yeah, just like that. And then I'll just do whatever's left on my hands, because it's not, it doesn't say it's for face. It's not like a face moisturizer, it's just moisturizer, but I just love it for my face. So I'll put it on my hands and, you know, wherever the extra needs to go. Next, I do my brows while like my moisturizer is like sinking into my skin, because I just really want it to be in my skin because it gets so dry. So then next I'll just do my brows while that's happening. I use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. You'll notice I use a lot of drugstore stuff because I think it's just as good. There's really no need to splurge on makeup if you can get the same thing for 10 bucks. So, and this is in the shade Chocolate. I have very dark hair. So chocolate's kind of my go-to. Honestly, I should probably get a mirror, huh? Please hold. Yeah, that was dumb to think I could film a makeup video without a mirror. I just really thought I was just like that girl. I'm not. So yeah, I will use the spoolie and I'll just kind of brush through the hairs, kind of get them in the direction that I want them to be in. I also I'll wake up with like crazy eyebrows. Like I'll wake up and my eyebrows be like on like, so this is good to just like brush through them and get them pretty again. Yeah, and then I'll just kind of, I don't do like crazy brows. Like I know there are people out there who literally like basically make a whole new eyebrow for themselves, and power to you, sis. I just can't do it. Like I can't. So I'm lucky enough that I have enough hair where I can just kind of like fill in the sparse areas and just kind of just make that a little darker and more full looking. But I cannot do that like brand new brow. I can't even do like pomade. No, I need like a pencil to just like draw, because I suck at brows. Brows are probably like the thing that I'm like the worst at, because I don't even know like how I would do that. But I feel like it's also a very personal thing. Like everyone's brows are different color, different shape. So I think it's just like how you do them. And I don't know, this is just what I do. So I'll just like fill them in, give them a little something to them. And yeah, like this is pretty much all I do. Yeah, like I don't do anything too crazy. So then after I fill them in, I like to set them in place, and using that, I actually don't even use like a brow gel. I actually use a clear mascara, which I think actually works just as well, if not better, because it really is just like holding in the hairs in place. So I use the Maybelline Great Lash in the shade Clear. So I was always like looking for a brow gel. Like I never had one that I really liked or even really like used often, but then my friend was like, dude, like I use this, it works just as well, it's cheap and you get a ton of it and it lasts for so long, like I swear by it. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot, and I have not turned back. Like I have not turned back. Even on days if I like don't want to fill them in and I just want to like do mascara and call it a day, I'll like put this in my brows, just kind of set them in place. It's like probably one of my holy grail products now, and it's not even meant for eyebrows. So I just like fill this in just kind of lightly, because I don't want to like coat it on, because when you do that with this, I've noticed it kind of looks like there's stuff in there. Like it looks like there's like a film if you put a lot on. So I just like to like throw a little on just so it's set. So yeah, and then after this, I feel like I'm good to like start working on my face. Now for the most part, I don't like to use foundation. I will in the winter sometimes. Mainly I don't like to in the summer. I just like to cover like my under eye bags and like some pimples that I have, and I kind of just want my skin to breathe. It's summer right now, so that's why I'll only be using concealer today, because that's just kind of what I've been doing, and I found a concealer that matches my skin tone perfectly. So it's perfect for things like that where I'm just covering up pimples and spot concealing, and it's really great. So I like to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. When I first used this, I like didn't love it, like to be honest, because I had others that I just liked better, but I ran out of the others, so I was like stuck with this. But it's actually growing on me. I think it has like a really nice, it has a great skin match to me, color match, whatever. But I also really do like the finish, because I do have dry skin. I like a glowy finish personally, and so this gives me that. And it's not so much, but it's like just enough where it, like my skin looks healthy. So I really like this. So I'll just put this under my eyes. It's probably like a lot, but it's like you can like barely see it. But yeah, so I'll just like put this under my eyes, and I have like, if you can see, like I have like a few pimples right now, so whatever. But so I'll just like put this on here, put it right there, and I even like I have some scarring, I don't know if you can see it, like over here from pimples from like the past, when I've popped them. Don't do that, you get scarring. Fun fact, in case you didn't know, because I didn't, and I popped my, I like never understood why you couldn't pop pimples. That's why, because it scars. Newsflash. So yeah, so I'll just like put it on like my scars, and yeah, and I kind of like let it just like sit for like a second, just so it fills in. But I also, for this, when it's like I'm going on like a more like natural, quick to like ready to go type of makeup, I'm just gonna use my fingers, which you may not like, or you may do it. I sometimes use a beauty blender, and I really like those, but I've been on like a fingers kick right now, and I don't really like a brush. With foundation or anything, I don't like a brush, but that's just like my personal preference. I like the moisture of the beauty blender. That's why I like it, because it just like giving me more and more moisture onto my skin. But my fingers work great too. I think they just like really just like blend in really well. And I'll also take like whatever's like left over, and I'll just kind of put it on the tops of my eyelids also to kind of get rid of like my veins. My eyelids are very veiny. I think it's also just because I have very fair skin, you can just see them. So I just cover them up, and yeah, it just covers up what I need and lets like the rest of my skin just breathe for a little bit. Yeah, and so I'll just pop around. Yeah, and I'll put like whatever's like left over, just like around my nose, because my nose does get very red. But it's barely anything. It's not really like a step. It's just like what I do. So next I need to set it into place. So I use the Maybelline Fit Me powder, matte and poreless, in the shade Translucent. I've hit so much pan, like there's nothing left of this product. I use it every single day, and I'll just like swirl this around with my brush, and I will just set my eyes, and my chin also. My chin doesn't like to hold product sometimes, so that's why I just like to set it and keep it in place. But this powder is amazing. Like, all my friends use it, I use it, I've turned people onto it, people have turned me onto it, obviously. It's just great. Like, I'll even like cut around my nose just because I did put a little product there. And yeah, just kind of setting it all into place. So now this is where I kind of see myself, I'm starting to look a little more flat. So this is why I like to use like a little blush and a little bronzer. So I like to do bronzer first, and I use the Milani bronzer in the shade Dolce. It's a baked bronzer. I don't like to use a lot of this just because I don't want to be like orange. I am pale, so I try to like not get too bronzy just because it looks very obvious if I do that. So I just like will like do a little bit, tap it off, and just kind of just a little to give me some dimension to my face, and also just like a little color, especially in the summer, because this is me all year round, this pale. So I just like to put a little bronzer to like kind of fake it till you make it, you know, pretend like I have a little color to me, like I've seen the beach, because I haven't, because I've been working every day. So just like a little pretend, like sun-kissed, gorgeous, you know. But yeah, so I'll put a little on my forehead, just kind of the areas, and like the tip of my nose, like the areas that if I were to be in the sun, what would get tan. So I just do a little bit, just enough where it's like I have color, but not so much where it's like that is bronzer. So then from there, I like to use a blush. I also use a Milani one. It's a powder blush in the shade Romantic Rose. It recently cracked on me, which is so depressing, because this blush I use every single day. Ooh, it's spilling everywhere. But I recently went away, and in the travel process, it cracked, which is really sad. And I think just the more and more I use it, the more it cracks. But I don't want to throw it out just because I do use it every single day, and there is a lot of product still left. So it's like I don't want to get rid of it. I'm making such a mess with that. So I will take this, and I use the same brush just because I do like the way it like melts all together. When I use the same brush, I feel like there's no need to use a different one. So with the brush that I used for my bronzer, I will use my blush, and I just kind of like stipple it onto the apples of my cheeks, to kind of, again, just give me some color. This is such a mess. Just to give me some color and a little life back to my face. Even though I didn't use foundation, I still feel like I do get a little, like, once I do conceal everything, I do start to blend into one. So I just like to, you know, add this little like touch to it, just to you know, get some color. And I'll also put a little on my nose and kind of like bleed it in, like so it kind of all blends into one. I got this trick from watching Thomas Halpert. I don't know if any of you watch him, but he is a makeup artist and a makeup beauty guru, I guess. He's great. He's super funny. But he does this, and one day I just tried it, and I just really like the look of it. I feel like it makes me look healthy, radiant, like I have color. Yeah, I just really like that technique, so that's what I do. So next, I don't typically use eyeshadow on my day-to-day. I kind of just like to keep it bare, because I do go for like a more natural look. If I'm going out or I'm doing something more nighttime, I'll do a little eyeshadow, but even then I don't even do that much. Yeah, I haven't really gotten into like playing with eyeshadow or anything. So that step, I don't do anything. If I were to do it, I'll tell you what I would do. I will actually take, oh my gosh, I just threw the eyeshadow brush across the room. Please hold. Got it. So I'll just take this, and I will take the Milani bronzer that I used. You know what? I'll just do it today. And I'll just like tap in here, and I just graze over it. I don't pack it on. I just, you know, kind of just graze over it, giving me a little dimension in my eyelids, but not so much where it's like I didn't finish my eyeshadow, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to look like there's a crease color in there and it's like I just put a crease color. I just do enough where it's like a little more than what I had before. And I just kind of throw that in here, and that's pretty much it for my eyeshadow that I do on the day-to-day. If I do any, like, this is it. Like, this is what I do. And you really can't even tell that much of a difference, but you can. Like, it's not eyeshadow, but it's eyeshadow. Like, it's something. It's like cute, it's flirty, whatever. Oh, next, because I don't do anything, this is pretty much the extent of my makeup routine. I do mascara. So I use the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect mascara. This mascara has again become a holy grail to me. Again, the same friend that recommended this to me is the friend that recommended this to me. So I went and I bought this, and this is like the third tube I've had of this. Like, this is my everything. Like, I don't even want to use anything else. I feel like this mascara grabs my eyelashes and makes them just the way I want them. This is like 10 bucks. It's perfect. Like, it's great. So I'll just put this on, and I do a lot of coats because I want my eyelashes, I want it to look like there's something there. So I like to put a good amount on, but I like the look of it after. There is nothing better than a fresh tube mascara. I like just bought this one because I ran out. It's like after using like a dry one for a little while, like not realizing how dry it is, and then you go and you buy a new one, and it's like, oh my god, why was I using that other one? Like, this is way better, like getting a new one. And I always do bottom lash mascara, like always. And I'm getting this all over myself, so that's great. So I got this, like, I made like a total mess of my eyes, but just so you can like see the difference, like, I love this mascara. Like, this mascara is great. And I'm raving about a mascara. Happy Monday. So this is the eye makeup. Like I said, I don't do too much, but just enough to give me a little something, you know. But yeah, so then I like to do highlighter. If I can find the one I'm using today. Oh, I have it. This one, it's a mini. I did have a bigger one, but I cracked it. So now I'm using like a sample one. But I'm using the Becca highlighter in the shade Moonstone. This has been like a go-to of mine recently, and I had it for a little while and I wasn't really touching it. because I was so into my ColourPop one, but I've been using this one a lot. This is becoming my go-to. It's super small, so I can just kind of throw it into my bag and call it a day. A thing with my highlighter, I sometimes go like really over the top, like really, really over the top. I've come out of my room and I was like, dude, you need to tone it down. Like, you're going to work. Like, your highlighter is gonna blind someone. Like, got it. But this is a highlighter that can build, and give you that blinding highlight. But it's also really good because you can actually tone it down also. So today I'm not gonna be doing a blinding highlight. I have work after this, so. But I am gonna use this one, and I just used like, I have two-sided brushes, so this is the one I use for my powder, and then this is the one that I use for my highlight. So I just kind of tap it a few times, and I tap it off a little, and I just kind of graze over the cheekbones, just enough where when I turn, like, you can see I have highlighter on versus this side. Like, you can't, like, I don't have highlighter versus I have highlighter, but I don't want it so blinding that, you know, it's like too much to be every day. I like to do that if I'm going like out at night or something, but when I'm just, you know, going out to lunch or I'm going to work, I don't want to be that crazy blinding, even though it's really fun, but there's like no need. So you see, like, I also will take a little bit and I will kind of just like graze the middle of my nose. I love a good nose highlight. I know it's like some people love it, some people hate it. I really like it. I like to just give my nose a little something extra, and I do also like to take a little and hit my Cupid's bow. I won't do a lot, but I'll do a little. Something else that I really, really love to do is inner corner highlight. So what I'll do is I'll use my finger for this. So I'll just take like my finger, kind of rub in the center, and I'll kind of just press my inner corner. And I kind of do it enough where it brings the attention to my eyes, because I think that's like really sick to do. It just brings something else to the look. I also will take a little bit on my finger. I tapped it off like it's a brush. And I'll just kind of graze the underneath of my brow. I don't like to do a lot with this because I don't want it to be crazy under there. So then this is pretty much like the standard. And then I'll do a lip gloss of some sort. So my lip gloss is, I love a good lip. Like matte, glossy, satin, velvet, whatever. Like, I love lips. Bright color, nude, gloss, not, like all of it. When I'm doing more like simple like this, I do like to just do a quick little gloss moment to kind of give it a little something. So today, and this is kind of like one of my favorites, and this has been like my go-to gloss. Like, I love this gloss. It is in the shade Rosewater Pop. It's great. And I just like to put this on. And it's not even like it gives a lot of color. It gives a little color, but not a lot. It's more for the effect of the gloss. So yeah. So this is pretty much the finished look. This is my go-to look. So this is the look that I do when I'm going out with friends or going to work, or if I just want to feel cute. Like, this is what I would do if I wanted to like do myself up and take Instagram pictures. Like, this is what I would do. Like, this is like my go-to. Yeah, if I was going on dates, which I'm not, but if I was, like, this would be the look I would do. Like, this is like so universal and it's great. This is my go-to. But yeah, so this is the look. Yeah, so if you guys liked this video, like the video and comment and subscribe and do it up. I'm really excited to start doing more YouTube, and it's something I've wanted to do for a really long time, so I'm really excited to actually be like sitting down and to actually be doing it. It's something I've always talked about, like, oh my gosh, I really want to do a video, or oh my gosh, like I wish I was a YouTuber, like that seems like so cool, like being able to be your own boss and all of this, just everything. I've always wanted to try it, and I was always too scared. But I'm trying to not be scared anymore. I'm trying to not let what I think other people will think of me dictate my life, because that's kind of how I lived my whole life. So I'm really excited to just kind of go for it. And I mean, what do I have to lose? You know, it's something fun to do. So if you liked this video and you want to see more, please subscribe, like, comment. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I hopefully will see you in my next video. Bye.